Alright guys, how's it going today? So this is part 3 now of the remote extensions for this tractor. And yeah, there were some people walking on the dike. I lost them behind this big ugly red thing. But I'd never seen them go on walking down the dike unless I missed it, but I was kind of freaking out for a second. I was like, holy shit, did these people just disappear? Like, maybe they're not even real freaking people, but I see them all the time, especially in the summertime. I think it was a couple of girls. They were always taking their dogs or their dog for a walk. But I haven't seen them for a couple of months. That's because it's been so cold, but I guess either I missed them or they just fucking disappeared. I don't know. I wasn't watching them because I was doing this project. And like I said, they were walking fairly fast. They weren't running or anything. They were just walking fast, but they never came back. I don't know what the hell happened to them. I hope the aliens didn't pick them up, because I don't know. But anyways, this is part 3 of the remote extensions, and this is pretty much the finished product. I moved it over to the first remote, obviously, because that's what I was going to do. I didn't get it exactly to my liking. I kind of messed up a little bit, but that's because it's hard to do this, kind of by yourself a little bit, but I managed enough. So, yeah, the holes didn't quite line up where I drilled. You can see there, that's where I drilled. And yeah, if you would line up one hole, the other hole wouldn't line up quite right. So I had to drill it out, make it bigger. But it's on there tight enough. I went to the hardware and got some shorter bolts, because I don't need them that long. They're just long enough that they'll stay on there. I got new drill bits for the DeWalt. And they're actually Milwaukee drill bits. He didn't have the 21 piece that I wanted, but he had a 14 and then a 32 piece. But the 42 piece was like close to $50, and I wasn't going to pay that because I don't need all them bits anyway. But anyways, this is pretty much the finished product. I'm actually just going to leave this in here until the spring. I still got to make a couple more yet, but I don't know if I'll get to. Now they're talking a big massive snowstorm here in the next, starting tomorrow night. So I actually might be done now for the rest of the winter. And yeah, but I don't like welding down in the basement. I like to do it out in the garage because I'm gassing up the house. So I think I'm just going to call it quits for the year, and then if we get another week of 30s and 40s like they're claiming tomorrow. It was pretty warm today, but you can feel it's cooling off now, but it is what it is. So, but anyways, yeah, I got this I got it where I wanted. I think it could have came back a little bit more, but you know what, screw it. It's good enough for, because once you put your arm on the rest, like you naturally would, it comes right into your hands anyway. So it feels pretty good that way, I guess. But yeah. So this is about 95% done. The last thing I gotta do now is just prime and paint it, and then it'll be good. I might get some more of these black things or get some new ones. I don't know, because these are all dickered now. From taking them off, because you got to stick a screwdriver under them to even try to remotely get them to move, and that actually cracks them. And I imagine these are the original ones yet, so I don't really like breaking them. But that one down there on the floor has got a minor crack in it, and this one's got a big scrape on it from the screwdriver slipping. So, but I know South Saskatchewan Farmer said that the reasons why he didn't do this style, he did it different. He went back and up, I guess. He said because you always got these things up your ass all the time when you would try to get out that door. Well, the thing is since he's up there in Canada and Canadians do shit different from the US people, we actually have a use for our 3-point hitches. And we most of the time we'll put snow blowers on the back of them or other 3-point attachments. But for the most part, in the wintertime, it's going to be your snow blower. Up in Canada, I guess you guys just mostly like to use blades. So you have a blade on the front. But here, we use snow blowers. Some people use blades too, but it just depends on the amount of snow and what you're dealing with. But see, for us, it's never going to really matter because what happens is we put a snowblower in the back, so then you're using these remotes to run your blower. But what if you want a front-end loader? Well, then you got to put in another set of valves to run that loader. Well, you're most likely going to be putting them over there. That's what the young guy did, and that's what I'm going to do. So if you do that, this door is pretty much useless at that point. The only time that door is useful, when you want to do stuff is if you're digging for tools on the floor, or if you're, you need to work just like remotes from that side, if you're out of the tractor. But for getting in and out, most people don't really do that with that door. They always use the driver's side, that side. And I can tell you too, because that door on this tractor was never used, because when I got the tractor, that door was stuck so bad, like the hinges were so seized with rust, that the door was hard to open. And then, like the way it is sitting right now, that's how you could have it all the time. You would never have to worry about it shutting on you, because the rust in the hinges would hold it, But I cleaned that out and got that door to work like it should, because I do want to use that door from time to time for getting tools, I got tools in the door there, or if I need to work a remote or something, it's just convenient. And for other reasons too. But from what South Saskatchewan Farmer says, or Nick, I guess that's his name, he says that he never did that, because you would always get the remotes up the ass. Well, don't go out that door and you won't get you won't get it up the ass. But no, we don't really have a use for that door, not for what we're going to do with this tractor. It's the same way with the young guy with his 1086. He has all his crap, here. He's got his remotes, his loader remotes, his bale monitors hanging there. He's got a camera screen there in the corner. And then he's got, his radio, his two-way radio. And then I think here he has the box for his pull-type combine that he has. So his whole side of his cab is filled up with stuff. So that getting out that side of the doors was never really an option for him because of all that stuff he's got there. But I think in an emergency situation, you had to get out that door. Fuck the valves, you can just jump over them. If it's an emergency, you're gonna jump out that door. You're not gonna try to, walk out. You're gonna Bo Duke it over that. So that's your options right there. But this, it's not gonna matter for me, because we're never gonna use that door anyway, and unless it's some kind of emergency, But because there's going to be a loader joystick or a valve there. It's not going to be a joystick. It's going to be a triple remote setup. And then you got these, and then I'll have my bale monitor there, and I'm probably going to put a camera on this thing too, just like he does. But that's just to see behind the baler, not behind the tractor, to see the pickup head. I don't need that. I want to see what's going on behind the baler. So, or whatever else, So yeah, that's kind of pretty much it. That's pretty much the finished product. And it's fully functional. I mean, it works. I mean, yeah, it's going to bend. Well, it's not bending that bad. But, you never have to worry about it, I think, breaking. I think those welds will hold. And then if they crack, well, then I'll have to reinforce it, I guess. But I don't think it will, because there's not much tension here, because this is the most used valve on this tractor. This is the one that's got all the play in it. I don't think this one's ever even been used because it's tight, and then this one's got a little bit of play in it, so they've must have skipped that second remote for whatever reasons. They didn't want to use it. Unless because that's the remote that leaks on the back. I noticed that one of the remotes, or the plug-ins on the back, does piss when you move them. And I'm probably guessing that's the valve, but I don't know. Could be the third one too. But that's pretty much the finished product. And that's actually nice. That's because, you know, you're sitting here and you're baling hay. You're doing what you got to do, you know, and then, oh, baler's done. Kick the bale out. And then there you go. You know, kind of compared to before, gotta reach, gonna break my arm. You know, this is just crazy. Oh, bale's done. Bale's kicked out. Neutral. Put the tailgate down on the baler. Alright, good enough. Oh, now we got a loader on, so now what are we gonna do? We need float, because we're gonna smooth some dirt. There's float. I mean, it's all still... Getting in the float's kind of bad, though. How often are you going to use float? But... And another thing, too. I'm not changing this, though, but the young guy... for some reason, he got these remotes to not lock open. So, like, right now it's locked open, so it's going to continuously push hydraulic oil until it feels resistance, I guess, in the remote. And then it'll kick it out. Well, how do you... Because I just want to know. I'm not doing it, though, but I just want to know, how do you undo that? Because the young guy has that. He has it where you have to hold it the whole time that you're working these valves. I don't know why he does that, but he does. But I want to leave mine the way they are, but I just want to know how you do that. If anybody knows how to do that, just future, you know, in case I just decide to use a valve for something, then I just need to bump it, and I don't want to continuously pump oil, and then there you go. But other than that, this is the finished product. This feels really, really good. You know, I like that a lot. That's pretty damn good there. And like I said, I'm just gonna leave that, and then we'll deal with it in. We'll leave that in the spring, I guess. So shut that door. The wind's getting cold, but the wind's starting to pick up. I think the wind's supposed to pick up tomorrow, and they're talking a winter storm for us, and that's not going to be very awesome. And they're talking up to, I think, 3 inches of snow, but who knows. High winds as well, so I imagine it's going to be doing a lot of blowing around, but keep an eye on it, I guess. But so remote one is you know, it's done. It's 95% done. All I gotta do now is just prime and paint it, and then bolt it back on, and then, you know, then you're good. So, but that feels, yeah, that feels pretty good, I think. But yeah, that's how that's done, I guess, pretty much. And I don't know what the deal is for part one there. I don't know what I did wrong with that video, but for some reason I got more dislikes on that video than I ever had before. So I don't know. I guess I'm pissing somebody off. But, I mean, you kind of have to remember that this is my tractor. I can pretty much do whatever the hell I want. Just because you don't like what I'm doing to it doesn't mean you have to be all pissy about it and turn into a girl. You know, so... And remember, I'm not permanently fixing this. Like, this can be undone just by unbolting it, and then you can take these off and stick it back on there. All you're going to have is just a couple of holes. Fill the holes in with something then, you know, or whatever, and then you're right back to factory again. You know, you don't have to be a pussy about it or complain. So I don't know what I did wrong there, but screw you guys. If you guys don't like it, screw you. You know, it's my tractor. I paid for this tractor. This isn't your tractor. This is my tractor. You know, so if I want to take the fucking cab off, I can take the fucking cab off and run it and be a cabless tractor. I can do that if I want. I don't plan to because I need the cab. So, but, you know, and if I want to put a tilt steering kit in this thing, I'm gonna fucking do it. It's just, you know, don't be a crybaby about it. So, like I said, I don't know who the hell I pissed off, but last I checked, I had 4 dislikes, but usually it's about 1 to 2. I don't know what it is today because I haven't checked because I haven't been home all day. I've been gone since morning and got stuff and other stuff. So, not sure what I did wrong with that video. Unless people were just, you know, they meant to hit like instead of this, or meant to hit the like button, but they hit the dislike button instead. I don't know, but it is what it is. So, but anyways, that's it. I'm done. I'm going home. I'm cold. I got other things to do. And so valve 1 is 95% done. I mean, we could use the valve now if, you know, if we had to. But then it'd be awkward to go from this to the short little guy. You know, because it's such a difference now. But, you know. But yeah, if we had a snowblower on this thing, this would rotate the chute. And then the second one would be for the deflector, you know. So, but other than that, it's going to be when I run a baler. This is going to be for the tailgate. Close, or no, let's see. Close, open. And then for the pickup, you know, down, up. That's how I'm going to hook up the hoses. Same thing with the loader. When the loader goes on, the hoses are going to be hooked up that way. Sometimes other people hook them the other way, so they're different. But I guess it just depends on, you know, what you're used to. So, but I like it. I'm very happy with that. It turned out, I think, pretty good. I guess if I was to do it a little bit different, I probably would have made it slightly taller. But you know what? It's 10 times better than those little factory ones. But my tractor, my rules. I'm doing what the fuck I want to do. If you don't like it, you can go cry to your mom. You can go drink her breast milk, because I know that's what you need. Apparently, you're missing your breast milk. It's dinner time. No, it actually is dinner time. It's getting pretty close. So I want to go home and have dinner. I want to go make me, I suppose, a cheeseburger or something. I don't know. And then you can go have your mommy's breast milk, because that's what you're missing. Just putting it out there. So, but yeah, that's the finished product right there. I'm happy with it. All like I got to do now is just prime and paint it, reinstall it. This is going to be a summertime project. And then we're rocking that first valve. And then second one. And then most likely the third one, because I already got the thing off. So I might as well do it and be done with it. So, but anyways, guys, I guess I'm going to take off. So I guess have a good day and stuff. So yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Take her easy.